So welcome to SuperSCADA's facility called Knowledge, and how you can store your own knowledge and let every user just access that knowledge. So what you do is you go to the home menu up here in the top left hand corner, click on that, and if you have it installed, it'll be here in the list Knowledge. Now if you don't have it installed, please contact Control and we can install it for you. So if you click on Knowledge, now what I've done is I've entered just a few sort of typical sort of things that you might have, and so they are all put under certain categories. So this is like a summary here. So for example, I've got 3 articles on packing. I can click on that and these are the 3 articles here. So just say I want to create a new entry. So click on New and just say here I want to press 3 parameters, right, and put tab there. So now it says type slash for comments, and if I type a slash, here are all the things that make life easier for you to enter. So you can have bulleted list, numbered list, checklists, and tables, and all the rest of it. And if I scroll down here, there's a whole pile of possibilities, banners and headings and text and so on, and you just have to try these, including a couple of including one at the bottom, an AI tool here. But just say we want to have a numbered list. So here's my numbered list, amps maximum set in wherever it is, just press enter and then just say cooler, minimum temperature is set wherever it is, and so on. You can enter what you want, whatever you want there. Now the category here, we've entered, or I've entered a few categories here, just typical examples. Here's press parameters, so it just like groups all these articles together. Press parameter, the last contributor and approved and so on will be populated automatically. The revision, just say this is going to be revision 1, and the summary, say press 3, just say whatever you want to put it there. So when you're happy with all of that, press on the little cloud with the up arrow to save it, and there it's now saved. So if I go back to pages, these are all the pages, and if I look down here, this was the one we created here, press 3 parameters, created by SS admin, which is what I've logged in as. So I can modify this anytime by clicking on the thing. Here is the list here. So just say I'm going to say maximum molasses is set wherever I want to put it in, so on and so forth. And because I've modified this, I can change the version maybe. Summary I'll stick with that. So if I press this again, then I go back to pages and look at all the pages. Press 3 parameters is here, and this is the bit I just added here, and it's now version 2. So you can store any sort of information there. Now if I just go back to pages again, what you could do is you can search for certain things, and this is up here. So just say you want to search for molasses, right, and you can search for molasses in the summary, the content, and so on and so forth down there. But just say we want to search the content for molasses. So these are the 4 parameters it's found. And if I go on to the one that we just entered here, press 3 parameters, this is its search for that molasses there. So we'll go back to the pages. What you can also do, let me just go back. If I just go back to search for the content molasses, right, we can increase this search by clicking on the content. It turns into a little gear symbol. So the search is match any of the following rules. So the title contains molasses, the content contains molasses. So I can have a new rule here, and if I click on the value here, these are all of the searchable values that you can search for, which is quite a lot. So just say that created on. So it says if it's created on equals this. Well, that's not very simple. We'll just say it's created after this time, and you can put in your own time there. So if you just say it's created by whatever it is, right, and then confirm that, and now it brings up some other parameters. So that's how you do a search. If I just go back to the pages then again, so here are all the parameters. So if I want to click on all of the categories, sorry, if I want to click on, say, all the press parameters, click on here, and these are our three values, three articles that we've entered for that, and for instance, Wales and so on. Now, if I went back to all the pages again, and I click on the little gear here, actions, I can export all of these to a document. This is the where it creates the file, and in this case it's an Excel file, and it creates an Excel. Sorry, I didn't mean that. What you can also do is if you select the ones that you want, and then you can go onto this button here, actions, and you can export it. Now this time it lets you decide which fields that you want to export. So these are the values it's going to export. So if I look down here, there's a whole pile of things here. So for example, ID, right, I click on that, and I clicked on the wrong one actually, is follower, whatever that is. So click on ID, so ID is there. Now click on export, open the file, and now it creates the ID, which was what we were interested in. So I'll just go back to close this. You can use this knowledge base for anything that you want to share with other people, other users. I've just created an example one of holidays here, or anything you want. So I hope this just gives you a brief introduction to knowledge, and there's quite powerful things, so please experiment, and if you get into any problems, just come back to us. Thank you very much.